because Fuck You, That's Why is a founding member of the Odd Pods Media Network.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Because Fuck You, That's Why, and this very special show that can only be described as, oh fuck, they let him present again. Welcome to another edition of Crunchie's Big Fat and He's Got a Quiz. Yes, it's been 2 years since we've had the chance to recover from the last time, so it's time to fuck with him again. I am indeed Crunchie. I am going to be your host with the most, hoping to control the madness that is about to ensue. This is the panel show where three teams pretend they can understand an Englishman for about an hour and change, hoping that they can learn enough of the accent to be able to make an escape from America. Points are on the lines with all three teams having a virtual chance of winning a massive prize. And that virtual chance is no fucking chance. So, without further ado, let's meet the teams tonight. Team 1 are the lovely nerds who bring pop culture paneling to podcasting and had me hello when they offered me a dip in their giant bowl of jizz until I realized it was a bit from their last live show. So, for the GateLeapers, please welcome Matt and Audra.
Hello. Thank you, Crunchie.
Welcome to the quiz. This is the first time we've interacted, so the first thing I need to say is, Matt, how dare you have a silkier British voice than me?
I don't think that's, with that excellent intro, I don't think we can say that at this stage. I think that's the secret game of this, is who has the best British accent. We can only decide at the end of the 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. I think we have to do vocal tennis for the rest of the night just to see who wins.
Yeah, we'll just this podcast now, if you're listening, is just going to be the two of us. That's
Absolutely.
It's from this point forward.
Oh, okay, I mean, I can go if you guys need a minute.
Yes, it's official. We've colonized this podcast now.
Easy.
How do you both feel?
I'm not
you're
taking
do
my
this quiz?
eyes off this.
We got our umpire. How do you feel you're going to do tonight in the quiz?
I think that I'm going to do as well as I think I'm going to do in everything, which is I'm going to have a very fun time. And the chips will fall where they may. This is a universal experience for me as I try to figure out how to do that effectively. A lifelong journey it is.
And I need to win.
I'm so sorry I'm your teammate.
So you'll be surprised. He'll probably do better than you realize. But we will only find out as we go along. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Team 2 is the man who is normally in the driving seat and one of his closest friends. Yes, that's right. He'd rather have a chance to win than team up with Augie and Stevie. It's the author and the reader. It's Erin and Kyla.
Hello.
Welcome. Erin, a happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
As a generous lover, I wanted to make sure you were satisfied before I came.
I thoroughly appreciate it, but I have to drop a little tea here, because I've already had the best birthday gift that I think I could have gotten so far, and I'll just spill that last night I went on a date.
Ooh, hell yeah!
For the first time in 14, 15 years.
Yeah, hell yeah!
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't mind saying it was the best date I think I've ever had.
Really? Boy, are his arms tired.
So good. So good.
Boy, is she tired.
No. None of that. I was a total gentleman.
Good.
I wouldn't have you any other way.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Except maybe on your knees.
What's funny is, like, I've been so, like, not dating for so long that I just literally didn't. I mean, I can't put it any other way. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I went into it with Audra's point of view, which is I'm going to have a fun time and let the chips fall where they may. If we just have fun, then success. And if nothing more happens, success. I'm thrilled with whatever.
I think that's the secret to life.
I genuinely had an amazing time. And this has been just like the best week when it should have been like one of the worst. But it's just really turned everything around and just been fantastic.
He
Nice.
took the Greatest Showman type of thinking and went, "This is me."
I mean, that's all you have to do, really.
So yeah,
Abs-
45 ain't bad so far.
Nice, man.
Ain't bad.
Yeah.
Ain't bad.
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
On life.
Good start for heading down that hill.
Absolutely. And Kyla, welcome.
Hello.
I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
How much did he bribe you to join him?
Nothing. We've been friends since the way back, since the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Since we were
Plus-
the ancient times
14.
of
Yeah,
the
I think we were like
90s.
14 or 15 when we met, and I love trivia. I'm kind of a nerd, like with trivia. That's my biggest
I'm
nerd strength.
perfect. I'm ready to break you. Perfect. So,
I love to be broken. I eat very
I've heard.
spicy food. I do all kinds of really painful things. Trivia, I'm one among them.
thankfully, it's not going to be too painful for you tonight, hopefully. But what do you think your chances are tonight?
I think they're medium.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I actually won the last one, so I feel that gives me a slight edge because I'm ahead of the pack already. But we'll see.
There's
We'll see.
extra large.
I'm not
there's,
going to be egotistical about it. I'm going to follow. I'm going to follow Audra's lifestyle choice and just be like, "This is for fun. If I lose, I don't care as long as I had a great time."
Hell's yeah.
Yeah, there's
In
extra
fairness, last
large
time you were kind of competing against your own teammate. You were both putting your own individual answers.
Yes, last time CJ was just throwing as much shit against the wall as he could.
He's kind of an encyclopedia, though. Like,
An
of
encyclopedia of
strange-
bad answers, yes.
But answers.
But answers.
But
Answers
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Nonetheless.
Speaking of encyclopedias of bad answers, let's go to the last team. Finally, they are the tag team of BFYTW. They are like Cagney and Lacey with the aim of stormtroopers. They are like the Cray twins with the minds of Pee Wee Herman, as in Pee Wee right now. They are indeed Augie and Stevie.
What's up, everybody?
That
That was kind of nice.
Welcome back, boys. How are you doing?
was kind of
Doing well, man. I haven't been compared to somebody famous in a long time. Thank you.
I don't know if I was using them as compliments, but
Oh,
hey,
Yeah.
you do
I
you,
would have
boo-boo.
said like Cheech and Chong, but somehow more directionless.
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong with dementia.
Dude, oh,
Maybe.
So Cheech and Chong now.
yeah. So life. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Exactly.
Boys, well, how do you think you're going to fare tonight?
Oh, dude, we've been
we're
studying
we're
books.
fucked, man. Like, we're just absolutely fucked.
You didn't study? I've been studying.
One of them always tells the truth, one of them always lies.
I've been studying that Thane books. We're going to talk about like books and stuff, right?
I don't know if that was it.
Oh,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
good luck.
It would also be kind of unfair because
I don't know.
literally
Maybe
be
we'll.
off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Somehow
Small
we'll
advantage.
blunder
But
our way
I would
through
give
it.
Crunchy so many points if he managed to stump me on my own fucking book. But I bet it could be
It
done.
can be
Oh,
done.
probably a lapse in memory.
I'll give you so many points if you give me a voice part in the next one.
There you go.
On that note, let's go through your team names. Team 1. Have you thought of a team name?
Yes, we've thought of a team name. Recently, we've been lucky enough to do some live shows of our game show podcast. And that means that we've had some feedback, like in person, from like a group of people who witnessed that, and as well as folks saying it was like entertaining, fun, all that lovely stuff. They also said it was quite like wholesome and like positive and quite uplifting, just with our like positive messages and stuff. And that's kind of not. We want a bad boy brand. We want
Yeah.
to be bad boys.
Oh shit.
So our podcast is called GateLeapers, but we want to be the elite gapers. We are elite
Whoa.
at gaping.
Whoa, okay.
Yes.
Flipping it. Flipping it.
That could
right.
take so many connotations, but I'll let you have it.
Yes. Oh, we mean all of them.
Absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Every kind
Sure.
of.
It's
Wait,
rather than
Every single
being
gape.
wholesome like WHOLESOME.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be wholesome. Like
A very silent W.
Lots of
yes,
Oh
that W is so
Oh my.
silent.
We are the best. We are the goatsy.
I love you already. Team number 2, what is your team name going to be tonight?
I mean,
Sweaty people?
yeah, sweaty people would have been good, would have been accurate. And I also thought about just combining our names into Erin, but that's just weird.
Clarence.
It's a Star Wars character, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, I think it is. But I eventually settled on the first play we ever did, the dining room.
The dining room.
And I thought, what if we could be the diners? And then I realized, hey, what if I combine that with how I'm likely to respond whenever I get a question wrong? The Whiners.
Oh,
like it.
The Whiners?
We could be the Winer Diners,
Good.
even, but
Winer
I like the
diners.
Whiners.
Whiners with a silent H.
Yes. Okay.
And a good Pinot.
Whiners and diners.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Right. Brace yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Augie, Stevie, what team name have you gone for?
Well, I wanted to go around the same route that Erin was going to go and just combine.
Cheeching wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better than
That's even
what we
better
had.
now. You might be taking one. I was going to combine our names, but when you combine Stevie and Augie, it's just Stevie again. So I'm like, I don't know if Augie be down for that, but I figured.
When there's a little bit of Augie in you, it's just Stevie.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, and Augie, I think Augie has a legit
Like,
one.
yeah, like I was thinking more like an alliteration,
Oh.
like, you know, the chronic couple. or
Aw,
something
I like
that.
that.
Yeah.
That seems like nice.
We're not really a couple. We're
No.
a duo.
Yeah.
We're a couple.
And chronic duo doesn't have the alliteration.
No, you need alliteration.
Could do dynamic duo, but it's taken.
Well, technically.
Technically. What do you mean technically? Literally.
Let's go with the Dupe Troop.
Dupe troop.
We're going with the Dupe Troop. I love that.
I'm up for that. So
But
we have... I've got to read these throughout the night. So I've got
Oh yeah.
Elite Gaping, the Whiners, and the Dupe Troop. Perfect. I think I've got the right teams for this quiz. So we have had enough of this chit chat bullshit. Let's just follow Trump's actions and not wait for permission to bomb. Let's just start the quiz with round one. Yes, it's that type of level for me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
I have to live here. I'm going to be very careful with my words.
Hey, you carry on. I'm in a completely different country. I'm good.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
safe.
he's fine.
I'm fine. Right, we begin our quiz tonight in the world of film and cinema. The cinema is where you go when you want to lose yourself in another world, or if you want to try the popcorn trick on your unsuspecting other. I tried that once and got kicked out because the person next to me dipped in the wrong bucket.
Oh.
In fairness, though, he was handsome. Right, are you ready for your questions?
Yes.
Yes.
So, question number one. At the 2025 Oscars, which director accepted their award with a speech that included a limerick, a recipe for banana bread, and a subtle dig at streaming platforms? Which director accepted their award with a speech that included a limerick, a recipe for banana bread, and a subtle dig at streaming platforms? And this is why I put the words in the chat so that there's a lot of words I'm speaking. Yes!
That's awesome.
It's almost like I said that before we started recording.
Oh, shoot, you did.
It's almost like you paid attention.
I did. I remember now. I
Yeah,
did.
okay.
Thank you. Thanks for remembering now.
You're welcome.
Right, question number two. Which multiverse hopping 2022 indie film saw Michelle Yeoh battle everything from IRS agents to googly-eyed bagels and somehow won Best Picture? Again, which multiverse hopping... Somehow. It was a bloody good film, I will admit
It is
that.
amazing.
It is pretty damn good. So which multiverse hopping 2022 indie film saw Michelle Yeoh battling everything from IRS agents to googly-eyed bagels and somehow won Best Picture? Question number three. We got a little bit of audio. My lovely lady, the Scully, is about to read some made-up fan fiction based on a famous movie franchise. I want you to work out what franchise this could be based on.
You never asked for a family. You built engines, not connections. But somewhere between the smell of asphalt at dawn and the clink of wrenches hitting concrete, you found one anyway. She walked into the garage with a swagger like she knew how to outrun gravity. He handed her a socket wrench and a challenge. Hope you're faster than you talk. She was. He fell. They lived 10 seconds at a time, riding knot highs and dodging helicopters like they were potholes. Loyalty wasn't a word. It was a code written in motor oil and blood. Every job, every heist, every inexplicably souped-up car launched off a bridge reminded them, it's not about the destination. It's about who's riding shotgun when the world blurs. And when engines cooled and beers hissed open, he raised a bottle and said the only thing that ever really mattered, we ride together. Always.
So which film
Yes.
franchise could that be made from?
That was
And
so
all I
good.
have to say is I am married to that.
It
Personal pride.
was so good. I was like, okay.
You get that read
I
to
know,
you every
right?
night.
Uh-huh.
Dang.
It's just in the nightstand like the Gideon Bible.
Pretty much. But I have to be a good boy to get it.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Question number 4. Which 2019 film made clowns terrifying again and caused 1,000 badly executed staircase dances on TikTok? Which 2019 film made clowns terrifying again and caused 1,000 badly executed staircase dances on TikTok?
TikTok's so old now.
Yeah.
So out of date.
It was there in 2019. Ew.
Even Vine went new to finish. Or
Yeah.
even Vine knew when to finish.
Yeah.
Right words, not necessarily in the right order.
I got what you were saying. I understood your
Thank you.
accent.
See, we got this British connection.
And I hope the points will reflect it.
hmm
You've got to get the answers right to reflect the points.
Dang it.
How do we get the
Exactly. It can work like that all the time. And question number 5. Who is the top grossing film director of all time, grossing $10.8 billion across his line of work? Who is the top grossing film director of all time, grossing $10.8 billion across his line of work?
Me.
Smokey's only just starting to type his answers in.
Yeah.
I've got 3 answers from Team 2. Team 1 seems to be fairly locked in. Happy with all of those?
As happy as we can be.
Happy you can be.
Yeah.
I'm just like writing all of them in one big jump.
Why does that not surprise me, Smokey?
Like, I'm like, I can't. Here, oh, you do it. Here's the phone. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I see which team I'm going to be coming to last on a regular occasion already.
Oh,
Okay. Fuck. Okay, I've just said Aaron's answer for question 1, so I'm glad we're getting that one out of the way first. So you've all got your answers, so let's go through with the question. So question number 1, at the 2025 Oscars, which director accepted their awards with a speech that included a limerick, a recipe for banana bread, and a subtle dig at streaming platforms? Team 1, what did you go for?
We put David Lynch. It was the last thing he did before he passed. I remember it well. He was up there on the stage and he was like, here's how you make banana bread.
Holy shit, sounds just like him.
Team number 2, the Whiners, what did you go for?
I put a very confused grandmother who'd wandered on stage.
Yeah, exactly. I watched it. Do I remember? No.
I didn't watch it, didn't have a clue. I was just like, banana bread and ranting against modern technology? Yeah, that's grandma.
That sounds
You
right.
think that's the worst answer, and yet here comes Smokey and Augie. Smokey and Augie, what did you put?
Oh, because it was like an award thing you said, and then you said something about cooking, and we started thinking about baking. So we were like, "Oh, dude, you know who bakes and cooks and does like award stuff, like Snoop Dogg?" And so we thought it was Snoop Dogg.
Love it.
A wonderful answer, but no points.
That close to
The actual answer is Taika Waititi.
Of course.
He was
Oh,
accepting Best
damn it.
Director. And just so you know, the limerick was, there once was a man with a dream who made films with humour and theme. He thanked all his mates, mocked streaming debates, then baked bread with coconut cream.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cute.
That's the secret.
Fancy little bitch.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Right, question number 2. Which multiverse hopping 2022 films saw Michelle Yeoh battle everything from IRS agents to googly-eyed bagels? I'm going to start with team number 2, the Whiners. What did you go for?
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yep.
Indeed. Gapers,
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
brace yourself. The duo.
Coming to theaters
Troop.
near you. Tax woman. She goes after like the agencies and stuff. She battles them all out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, tax is a heavy theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Points for Whiners, points for Gape in there. No points for the Dupe Troop.
Oh, shit.
That's for gaping.
We get one of these.
That's got to be the context one that's taken out, isn't it? Points for Gaping.
Hell yeah.
Get that on your soundboard right now. I'll record it clean for you later. Question number 3. Scully read you a bit of fan fiction, but what movie franchise could it be based from? Team 1, Gaping.
Fast and Furious.
Yes.
Team 2,
Fast and Furious.
Team 3.
Okay.
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 First of all, Augie thought it was.
Okay, well, no, we know what.
Who are you blaming the burst one on?
Yeah. First of all, he swapped these, the little shithead.
I did.
Because we had Fast and Furious first, but he wrote Herbie the Love Bug.
Isn't the second one the real answer?
Oh man.
I thought the
Yes,
second
Fast
one-
and Furious is the correct answer. Points all around for that one.
I'm glad
I
she
will
didn't say family in there. Like family
That
never
would've been
appeared
it.
because that would have been,
Yep.
way too chalk. So very good.
She
clue.
did at the very beginning.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh,
family.
I have the text of it. It's in the Discord chat.
The text of it is in the Discord, so you can read what she said.
oh my ADHD strikes again. Woo!
You're all good. We'll stick with the Dupe Troop for question 4. Which 2019 film made clowns terrifying again?
Joker.
It was Joker, but what did you put?
No, he put Joker.
He put Joker eventually.
Did I?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. No, my apologies. I see that's for the next answer. Yeah.
I
you
was
put
like,
Joker.
holy crap! I don't remember
Oh.
writing more.
I thought he put it.
Yeah, no. You
That's
put
what I wrote
Joker.
down first.
That's what I wrote down.
I remember that
Yeah.
scene when Pennywise danced down a staircase.
He didn't dance, but just down the staircase.
All the teams got that one,
boy
so
down
points all round. And then question number 5. Who is the top grossing film director of all time, grossing $10.8 billion? Let's start with Team 1. Elite Gaping.
James Cameron.
Ooh.
We wanted to say it at the same time.
You did it very well. Dupe Troop.
Nope,
That's
that's
not
not
you.
us.
That's not us. I'm duped right now.
Oops and befuzzled.
Well, I wanted Kevin Smith because we all did, but
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I mean James Cameron. It says it in there.
And the Whiners.
We literally didn't think of him.
I said Spielberg.
I
Aaron
thought
said
maybe
Lucas.
Spielberg or Lucas, and I eventually went with Spielberg just
Yeah.
because he's got a larger body of work.
And I was trying to pantomime.
And you were very right to go with Steven Spielberg. It is the correct answer.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's a
50
big body
years
of work.
Jaws.
Uh-huh.
That's my
So,
job.
at the end of round 1, we have Dupe Troop on 2 points, Elite Gaping on 3 points, and taking the early lead, the Whiners on 4 points.
Dang.
There is still plenty of rounds to go, though. So, keep it locked here. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but come back for more Big Fat BFYTW.
Hey, this is Grab and Brisket Podcast. Join us every Monday where we talk about the latest trends in barbecue, interviews with world top pitmasters, celebrity cooks,
Ooh, like Wee Man from Jackass.
and musicians.
Like Rich O'Toole?
So check us out. We do beer reviews, barbecue fails.
So many fires.
Dude, a lot of people just burn their houses down for no reason.
We also talk about cocaine hippos versus Beth Gators,
Learn how to make some tailgate gravy.
altercations with Texas Rangers.
People throwing Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, so check out grabthebrisket.com for podcast info, viral social media posts, and so much more.
Hey, if you're in the Western New York area and you are a fan of the green, head on over to Peace, Love, and Bud at 320 South Transit Road in Lockport, New York. Tell them BFYTW sent you. Maybe they'll hook you up.
Thank you for fingering me, Augie. Welcome back to BFYTW Does Big Fat Quiz with me, Crunchie, also known as the grizzly bear with alopecia. We now move on to the
What the fuck?
That's the word I had to look
I
up
see
during
you
the
left
break.
the syphilis.
Alopecia?
Yeah. Just make sure I got it right. We now move on to round 2, which is all about TV. You know, the big box that looks after your kids while you're drinking wine and snorting crack off a hooker's ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
That may just be me. Anyway, we're going to start round 1 with someone whose voice will go deeper than a porn star's cock. It's John Fink.
Hello, teams. It's the Vegan Giant. I'm back with another question for your ear holes. Here it is. In 2022, which HBO drama had viewers losing their minds over corporate backstabbing, power plays, and a patriarch who made King Lear look emotionally available?
So that's in 2022, which HBO drama had viewers losing their minds over corporate backstabbing, power plays, and a patriarch who made King Lear look emotionally available.
Wow, that's a good question.
I know. It's almost like I put in effort.
Almost.
Almost.
Oh,
I hide it well, don't I?
so good.
why are you good at this?
Question number 2. Which show still running today has lasted 35 years and could be argued that everyone in the show has jaundice because of their skin color? Try to put in clues. Which show still running today has lasted 35 years and could be argued that everyone in the show has jaundice because of their skin color? Question number 3. I like the fact that nobody's joking about jaundice. Thank you very much.
Serious.
It's a serious thing.
I know. Everyone's focused on the quiz now.
Uh-huh.
Now that you know there's scores involved, everyone's getting serious.
Stuff on the line.
Question number 3. Which 2007 CW series introduced us to scandal, scheming, and a mysterious text-blasting snitch who somehow knew everything about Manhattan's elite teens? So which 2007 CW series introduced us to scandal, scheming, and a mysterious text-blasting snitch who somehow knew everything about Manhattan's elite teens? Or Manhattan's elite teams?
Oh.
Erin knows the teens better than me.
I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff.
Say that after.
Thank God we've got context for that statement.
I think that is correct.
Right, question number 4. Which TV FBI agent is credited as saying the following? I'm not going to ask you if you just said what I think you just said, because I know it's what you just said. One more time. I'm not going to ask you if you just said what I think you just said, because I know it's what you just said. And I'll give you a hint. The TV show was around about the 90s.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
What was on in the
That's just a knee-jerk reaction.
That's exactly where I was going as well.
And the last question. How much money did Bob Ross make from filming all 403 episodes of The Joy of Painting?
Oh my God.
How much money did Bob Ross make from filming all 403 episodes of The Joy of Painting? I've got to throw in a fucker. I've got to throw in a fucker of a question.
Put 2 answers for one of them, but maybe that'll be fine.
I mean,
No, just you say it.
Are you
in your
talking
accent.
question 4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You say it in your accent and maybe he won't notice.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask you to say one or the other.
Mm-hmm. I
Rude.
fear that moment is coming.
No, I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. I'll let you off because I did let the team 3 have a couple of answers for one of the last questions, so I will let you off on that.
Okay.
I feel like we should be allowed to have one joke answer and one real answer.
No, you can because Augie and Stevie are having all the joke answer quoted from you.
Greedy. It's greedy of them, actually.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How dare they be inconsiderate bastards?
Yeah, you bastards.
We really are. We're taking all the joke ones. You guys can't have any. Ha! You may win in points. We're going to win in laughs.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the answers. Question number 1. We start round 1 with the Vegan Giant. Which HBO drama had viewers losing their minds over corporate backstabbing, power plays, and stuff like that. Let's go with the Whiners. Whiners, what did you go for?
We went with Succession.
And Elite Gaping, you went for Succession as well?
Yep.
Lovely. Team 3, what did you go for?
We went with Mad Men? Because that's
a very good
show, and
guess.
I think it's on HBO, right?
It was way earlier.
It's a very good guess, but it
But
is
that's okay.
Succession.
Damn it.
So
don't have
points for
HBO
Gaping
here.
and Whiners. Question number 2, we go with Gaping. Which show, still 35 years strong, is one we were talking about?
Yeah, we don't joke about jaundice, but it's got to be The Simpsons.
It
Very
is.
serious.
Leave her alone.
Same with the Whiners. You gone with the Simpsons?
Whiners also said The Simpsons.
And Dupe have also gone with the Simpsons as well, so points all round.
We did. We
Well
wanted
done.
to choose the critic, but we think it didn't make the 28 year or whatever. I think it only made like 20 years or something. Yeah, with John Lovitz.
Made it to like 3 years. at
Oh.
best.
Yeah.
It just seemed like
Three episodes.
fucking forever.
Right, question number 3. Which CW series introduces the scandal scheming and the mysterious text blasting? Dupe Troop, what do you go for?
I think we went with Empire.
Yeah, Empire?
Yeah, you went with Empire.
Yeah. did.
Whiners, what did you go for?
We went with Pretty Little Liars.
And Elite Gaping, what did you go for?
We went with Gossip Girl.
That was my original inclination, but
You
something
should have
else
gone with
is
your original
teens.
inclination because it is Gossip Girl.
Damn!
Yes.
Nice.
We went back and forth. We went back and forth on it for a second. We're like,
Who's sleeping on the couch now?
Both of us. We both love the couch.
yes. It's a very comfortable couch.
So who's the big spoon?
Fits too.
Me.
So, as it should be. Right. Let's stick with Elite Gaping. Question 4. Who is quoted as saying, I'm not going to ask you if you just said what I think you just said, because I know it's what you just said.
We said Mulder and or Scully.
Which one do you think it is off the top of your head? I won't ask you just to confirm.
I think probably Mulder.
Mulder?
It sounds more like a Mulder thing, maybe.
It has a little bit more sass in it.
Okay. Whiners, what'd you go for?
We actually went the opposite way. We went with Scully because we think it's more likely that Mulder said something she can't deal with.
Yeah, she's more of the skeptic, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Dupe Troop, what did you go for?
I've got a question. How many answers are left? Is it 3 or 2?
Yeah, I did notice you put 6.
That's what I thought.
They're inventing questions.
They are inventing questions.
They got the right answer.
No, they didn't.
I was trying to figure it out a second ago, and I was about to answer. I'm like, wait a minute, which one is it?
Go ahead, Stevie. Tell them what we chose for this one.
We chose Family Matters.
It's not even a character.
No, Carl Winslow, Family Matters.
He's not even in the FBI!
The worst part is.
So then let me ask the question.
Yeah, okay, it works.
What was the question that you were putting the answer of the Flash for?
I don't know.
The answer is indeed Dana Scully.
Ah.
The points for team 1 and 2. I'll give you that one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Because you did write the answer down, so I'll let you have that one. And finally, question 5. How much money did Bob Ross make from filming all 403 episodes? Dupe Troop, what did you go for?
Which answer is the real one, Augie?
You put that one.
Okay,
first
so now the real one. Okay, so I put $25 an hour. But then Augie put $1 million. Or I think you're supposed to do it like Dr. Evil, though.
$1 million.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Whiners, what did you put for?
We thought it might have been a trick question. We put nothing.
And Elite Gaping, what did you go for?
We've done the same. We remember seeing something about this.
Oh my
About it being something weird that may be a little bit tricksy.
You're both right to go that way. He didn't make a single penny from the show.
Okay, well, Augie would have been correct as well because he wrote down none.
Yeah, he basically he filmed them all for free, and he made his money from selling art supplies.
Right.
It's like he was like the original YouTuber,
All these people.
just like doing 400 hours of stuff for nothing.
And he did like in-person art classes too, or something, right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
That's
I still can't get over that
Pretty
it was
smart.
a perm.
Yeah, that does feel like the biggest
that was
deception.
special hair.
No, that was-
Yeah, look at my hair. No.
That was definitely permanent.
Uncontrollable.
Hey, I had a perm before we started recording, and then I started speaking to Stevie. Look what happened.
Holy crap! I used to talk to myself too. It's weird. I'm sorry, Erin.
I feel sorry for the mirror.
Friends for years. Wait a minute.
There's the common denominator here, guys.
Right, we're going to have a quick bonus round now. We're going to have some more TV quotes. All I need from you is either the character it comes from or the show it comes from. All right? So 3 simple quotes for you. First quote is, he wanted to stop and chat with me, and I don't know him well enough for a stop and chat. So he wanted to stop and chat with me, and I don't know him well enough for a stop and chat. The second one is, I learned one thing about eating jigsaw puzzles. An hour later, you're hungry again. I learned one thing about eating jigsaw puzzles. An hour later, you're hungry again.
Oh.
And then the last one is, well, I'm not exactly quaking in my stylish yet affordable boots. I'm not exactly quaking in my stylish yet affordable boots.
Oh man.
Ooh. I don't know what it's from.
I'm going to give you about 1 minute.
Oh man, 1 whole minute? Okay, cool.
Let's just name some characters.
If you're not sure of the character, you can try the TV show. If you think you're good enough. You wanted to stop and chat with me, and I didn't know him well enough to stop and chat. I learned one thing about eating jigsaw puzzles. An hour later, you're hungry again. And, well, I'm not exactly quaking in my stylish yet affordable boots.
I think Augie got them all right.
No way.
Oh really?
He's trying it. He's going to be trying it.
Wait a minute, is that the answer to number 1 or no?
Yes.
Oh, is that really the answer? Oh,
Trust your teammate.
No, I don't know either. As I was asking you.
The whole point of the game is to throw an answer and see if you got it right.
The whole point of questions is to guess the answers of them.
Figure out the answer. You don't
It's
know.
almost like we've done this before.
No, just writing random words on a piece of paper.
Right, Team 2's locked in. Team 3 is locked in. And Team 1 is locked in.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, let's go for the answers. Let's just go round robin. Question number 1 was he wanted to stop and chat with me, and I don't know him well enough for a stop and chat. Gapers,
West Wing.
Whiners,
We guessed Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Dupe Troop,
Originally we put Aussies Going Down Under, and then we put Roger Rabbit.
it is Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, nice.
Nice shot, Kyla.
Huge Larry fan.
Nice shot.
All right, he wanted to stop and chat. Sorry, the next one was, I learned one thing about eating jigsaw puzzles, and an hour later, you're hungry again. Gapers,
The reality TV show You Are What You Eat.
Whiners,
That's good.
We thought it might have been a kid's show, so we said Bluey from Bluey.
I had a different opinion, but that's okay.
That's good.
Oh,
and Doof Troop.
I completely miss your opinion?
Yeah,
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
that's okay.
I'll come to her opinion in a second. Doof Troop,
Oh, us? We put Arnold Schwartz and whatever, because I couldn't remember how to spell his last name.
brilliant. Kyla, what do you think you was?
I thought it might have been Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Unfortunately, no. It was actually Alf.
Oh man.
I feel better now.
And the last one, while I'm not exactly quaking in my stylish yet affordable boots, GateLeapers,
We put Parks and
Parks
Rec.
and Rec.
I recognize it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Whiners,
I absolutely recognize it. That's Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
and Doof Troop.
We thought it was Legally Blonde.
It is Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Hell yes.
Right, we will do the music round and then we'll have an update of the scores for you. So, round 3 is the music round. We can all admit that when it comes to music, we all have a guilty pleasure what we like to listen to. I can't help myself. As soon as I hear the soft, dulcet tones of Rebecca Black singing Friday, I have to have an angry wank.
She's a
had to have
legend. She's a legend of our
Forever.
generation.
Yeah, she's an icon, a national treasure.
Yes.
We don't
should be
have
buried.
many of those.
About to have less.
For good reason.
Is she part of our nation?
Yeah, she's American.
Oh fuck.
Proudly,
DJ now.
proudly so.
DJ is like,
I love the fact that I'm doing American references. It goes
really?
over the
Yeah.
Americans' heads. It's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Right, here are the questions for round 3. So question number 1. Which artist's Glastonbury set in 2022 made headlines when they accidentally swallowed a fly mid-chorus, spat it out, and still hit a perfect high note? So which artist's Glastonbury set in 2022 made headlines when they accidentally swallowed a fly mid-chorus, spat it out, and still hit a perfect high note? Right, question number 2. In 2023, which pop star got into a public beef with their own AI-generated backing vocals, claiming the robot sounded too smug? In 2023, which pop star got into a public beef with their own AI-generated backing vocals, claiming the robot sounded too smug?
Everybody in this room cringed their face off.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
what's your guess?
That one. You know who it is.
What's your guess? That one. Brilliant.
No.
Right, question number 3. Which legendary rock band caused a minor international incident in 2021 by performing on top of a historic monument, forgetting entirely that it was a UNESCO World Heritage Site?
Oh.
Which legendary rock band caused a minor international incident in 2021 by performing on top of a historic monument, forgetting entirely that it was a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Question number 4. Think Show regular, host of Ready Set Sail on YouTube, and friend of the show, Gina Wells, is about to do a news report on an iconic music video. I need you to work out what music video, the song and artist she's talking about.
A quiet cafe turned surreal battleground for one of the strangest disappearances in recent memory. A young woman was reportedly pulled into a black and white comic book by a mysterious animated man with striking cheekbones and a motorcycle jacket. Witnesses say the encounter began innocently enough, with the woman reading a graphic novel over a cup of coffee. Moments later, she leaned in and was suddenly transported into the pages, where she found herself in a hand-drawn world filled with high-speed chases, dark corridors, and a man fleeing spanner-wielding villains. The animated male subject, thought to be the comic's main character, aided her in escape, eventually sacrificing himself to return her to reality. Authorities remain unsure whether this is a case of vivid hallucination, dimensional crossover, or a dangerously romantic art experiment gone rogue. More on this story as the lines between fact and fiction continue to blur. Stay tuned.
So I need the artist and title of that song that she's doing a news report on. And I also need to confirm or deny that Stevie also suffers from cases of vivid hallucination, dimensional crossover, or dangerously romantic art.
It's okay. It's okay though. I'm talking to people about it. They're all in here, but I'm talking to them about it.
As long as you're talking to someone.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3.
Right, and finally, question number 5. What 1980s group was exposed for lip syncing their way to a Grammy, only to have it stripped after the truth came out? So what 1980s group was exposed for lip syncing their way to a Grammy, only to have it stripped after the truth came out?
They were the 80s, right?
Oh, it's all back then.
It's all back then in the before times.
In the before times.
We were born times.
In the before we were born times.
All right, everybody, snack time.
Yay!
Oh, yum.
We got some snacks.
Yeah, snack time.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I love pretzels, man. This is perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh shoot! Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh damn! You probably
What the fuck?
They got kind of fallen.
Good. This is great. Holy
How dare you have snacks and not offer me anything? How dare you? And also, how dare you have snacks and not lock in your answers? You're the only ones I'm waiting on.
You know, it's a big fat quiz tradition that the contestants all bring out snacks at some point and not let the host know about it. So
Who's ordered the pizza then?
nobody yet.
Thank God for that.
I have regular chips. I have honey barbecue chips, my favorite, but feel free.
Nice.
I have cheese doodles. I have mini pretzels. I have popcorn. I also have some sweets. I have gummy
Oh
bears.
shit!
Ooh.
Sour
Hot
on
damn.
worms.
You son of a
Kyla
bitch.
brought Rice Krispie treats.
And nuts.
Oh, damn.
And
Hot dang.
I have my favorite thing that you can get at the dollar store. A salted nut roll.
Oh.
Ah.
Somebody we were
Salted nut
talking
roll.
about said this was one of their favorite things, and I can't remember who it was, but I tried it, and they're right.
Those things are amazing.
It's basically
Jenna Jameson, maybe?
It's basically a massive payday bar with marshmallow instead of nothing but caramel.
Oh, heck yeah. We just went for cookies, and I have a blackberry lemonade alcohol beverage.
Oh, blackberry
adult.
lemonade. That sounds
With
fantastic.
alcohol.
That sounds awesome.
All I have is a Pepsi.
You didn't come prepared?
Hashtag not sponsored.
Oh, I am sponsored by Pepsi, so hashtag sponsored.
Mention it.
Use the code GateLeapers.
See, you need the silkier voice. That's what it is. Fucking dare you, sir. Right.
He's sponsored by Pepsi, but I'm sponsored by Coca-Cola. It will be the end of our marriage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
What a
My marriage
long
is
battle
like
it'll
that
be.
too. He's Coca-Cola, I'm Pepsi.
What a weirdo he is.
It will just make the makeup sex better.
gotta be
Right.
safe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get some answers out the way. Right. Question number 1: which artist's Glastonbury set made headlines when they accidentally swallowed a fly? GateLeapers, what did you go for?
Just because we think it was around then that he headlined, we've gone with Elton John just because the imagery's funny as well.
Yeah. I'd love to see him do it.
I'll come back to you in a second. Team 2, what did you go for? Whiners?
I didn't know who headlined, but I thought if anyone could do that and still hit the high note, Adele.
She's a down-to-earth queen.
She's an absolute vocal queen.
Okay.
And Dupe Troop, what did you go for?
Stevie put Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Still popular.
She can hit
British
all those.
music
All
Could have
those
been a hologram, Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Still counts.
Like Hatsune
Still
Miku.
counts.
So I'm going to tell you just to watch the camera, the GateLeapers, for 2 seconds, because the answer is Lizzo.
Makes sense.
What?
Fuck off.
You're kidding.
And here's why I say watch the camera, the GateLeapers. GateLeapers, what did you put for question number 2?
We put Elton John. No, we put Lizzo.
So which pop star got into public beef for their own AI-generated backing vocals? You went for Lizzo.
If Elton John got into public beef for his back vocal sounding too smug, I'm gonna leave.
Thankfully, we're keeping you. It's not Elton John.
Okay.
Dupe Troop, what did you go for?
We went with Robot DJ's Daft Punk.
And the Whiners, what did you go for?
Well, I initially put Drake because we didn't have any idea, but then at the last second, Kyla asked me to change it to Kanye West.
This is the one time where I only say this once.
Oh, shit.
Never listen to a woman. The answer was Drake.
No! I just put him because I thought he'd get into a fight with anything.
Right, but Drake makes more sense now because like he's always in feuds with everything.
Yeah.
Well,
Conflict.
shades, close the doors, whatever.
Right, question number 3.
I
Which
absolutely
rock band caused a minor international incident in 2021? Gapers, what did you go for?
Black Sabbath, because you said drugs were involved. Yeah.
Drugs could have been involved.
Yeah.
Whiners, what did you go for?
We went with the Rolling Stones because drugs were involved.
Yeah.
And Dupe Troop, what did you go for?
We went with Nickelback because drugs were involved.
Yeah.
Drugs on your part or
On our part.
I will tell you, one team has this right.
Oh no.
Congratulations, Whiners.
Yeah.
It is the Rolling Stones.
Legendary.
Rolling Stones.
The word legendary led me to Stones.
I just knew
Right.
they were still touring.
Question 4. Gina Wells described the video via news report. Dupe Troop, what song was it?
God, I feel stupid because I listen to the song so often. It's Take On Me. I can't remember the artist.
We need the artist?
Kind of.
I did say artist and song.
Say you needed the artist and song.
Oh, the guy who sings
Let's
that
put,
song.
let's put him out of misery. Elite Gaping?
Aha.
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 You know
Take
it?
on me. Points as well for the Whiners. Take on me, aha.
Take on me, aha. Yep.
I will give you half a point.
Yay.
Because I'm feeling generous. All right.
Yay.
Good. Nice.
It's okay, we're about to lose.
Dude, we didn't get 0.
That's true.
But now I've got to put a bloody half for you. So thanks for that. Right. And the last question: which group was exposed for lip syncing their way to a Grammy? Elite Gaping.
New Kids on the Block.
Dupe Troop.
Holy shit, for real?
Dupe
That's
Troop.
awesome. Nickelback.
And Whiners.
Milli Vanilli.
It is Milli Vanilli.
Oh,
What's a Milli Vanilli?
I don't.
it's like a little bit less than a scent of vanilla.
They're the rip-off group of Miller Vanilla.
but not as big as.
But you have their hair, so not long and luxurious, unlike mine. Right. At the end of round 3, the scores are as follows. Elite Gaping have 9 points.
Wow.
Dupe Troop have 4.5 points.
Damn.
But right in the lead of the Whiners with 14 points.
Damn.
Nice.
Rock on.
Right, we're going to take one more nice quick commercial break. Please join us for the final part of the Big Fat Quiz on BFYTW.
Hey, you there. We've got a question for you. Are you tired of clickbait stories and the loudest voices driving discussions in culture and entertainment?
If so, I'm Dylan.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Corey. And we host the podcast From the Middle. We're middle-class guys living in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives with points of view somewhere in the middle.
We take a more reasonable and centrist approach in our discussions covering genres like comedy, culture, entertainment, and interviews, with really interesting folks like business owners, comic creators, doctors, news anchors, New York Times best-selling illustrators, professional stand-up comics, and more. We really value a relaxed and conversational podcast, one that we hope is so fun and laid back, you'll forget you're not actually hanging out with us.
So search at From the Mid Pod, just like it sounds, or check us out everywhere you can find podcasts.
Welcome back to the final part of BFYTW does the Big Fat Quiz. With me, Crunchie, the man whose picture is on Wikipedia under the entry of poor sexual decisions.
Those are
By the
lies.
way, that
I'll
little
take
laughing was we've changed the video a little bit, so I've had to get Augie to do the international sign for help as per Team America World Police, just to try and make sure I get cued in properly on that one.
I thought he was double fisting you, but I could have been wrong.
I thought he was landing.
Same thing.
That's post show.
That's the extra stuff.
Oh boy.
That's for the £5 a month on Patreon. Right. 2 more rounds. We're going into round 4 now. We're going into a round all about games. Unfortunately for the teams in this round, there is no walkthrough. However, there's also no people in the lobby calling you racial slurs, so swings and roundabouts.
I like it.
Here.
Right, are you ready for your questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, for question 1, I have creeped back into my old haunt on Twitch, and I've managed to hunt one of my good friends, Matt Orloff, to ask me a question. So, over to Matt.
Hey teams, my name's Matt, and you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MattOrloff, where... I look dashingly handsome and play good games. Ah. Speaking of games, can you tell me which 2017 game was so aggressively pay to win that its loot box system triggered government investigations into gambling mechanics and earned the most downvoted Reddit comment in history? Good luck.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that.
This is all
So
you.
which
bud.
2017 game was so aggressively pay to win that its loot box system triggered government investigations into gambling mechanics and earned the most downvoted Reddit comment in history? I think I pretty much started the whole legalization of loot boxes and stuff like that.
Those bastards.
Right, question number 2. Which major publisher sparked outrage in 2025 by introducing macro transactions, single in-game purchases costing over $100, claiming they were, quote, for the most dedicated fans? So which major publisher sparked outrage in 2025 by introducing macro transactions, single in-game purchases costing over $100, claiming they were for the most dedicated fans. Because the games themselves are getting close to that themselves. So, games are macrotransactions as they fucking are.
Uh-huh. That's the game. That's the macro transaction.
I know.
I have one idea, but I can't think of it. It's on the tip
I
of my
have
brain.
one, but I'm not sure about that. I think it might actually be this.
Well, let me see. Maybe I can help you.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Publisher.
The publisher.
At least you're being generous.
Oh, the publisher.
It's
Not
very
the game.
kind.
Oh,
The
okay.
publisher itself, not the specific game.
Oh, okay.
Right, question number 3. Which board game was banned in several countries due to its depiction of disputed territories, turning a game of world domination into geopolitical nightmares? Which board game was banned in several countries due to its depiction of disputed territories, turning a game of world domination into a geopolitical nightmare?
For number 2, this is what I was thinking, but I don't know who made that.
Oh, I do, but
But if you know it, you're the expert. So
I don't.
If you know it, you're the expert. If you're not, you're still
us.
writing the answers.
You're everybody else.
So she ain't going to argue with you either way by the sounds of it.
much more of an analog person because very lazy.
All right, question number 4. Which 2024 live service shooter was shut down just 2 weeks after launch, despite an 8-year development cycle and a $400 million budget?
Jesus.
Which 2024 live service shooter was shut down just 2 weeks after launch, despite an 8-year development cycle and a $400 million budget?
Oh, shit.
It has one of those names where it's just like a meaningless word or something.
It's a game that has a name. Yes, you are right on that.
Correct.
I can't give you the point for it. You've got to be a little bit more specific.
That's a game.
Right?
I don't know if that's the right name.
And question number 5. Which game was the first to be played in space after a Russian cosmonaut brought it aboard the Mir space station in 1993? So which game was the first to be played in space after a Russian cosmonaut brought it aboard the Mir space station in 1993?
We got our answers in first.
Confident.
You did just barely beat me, but
Confident. Accurate is another matter, but confident.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's not all about accuracy, all right? This is the game of life here.
So you put for number 3? Game of Life?
Yeah.
Damn it, Steve, you gave away our
Ah,
answer.
shit, sorry. Let me change that one.
It's obviously Jenga.
I put Jumanji.
Oh my god, there's a rhino in the space capsule. Fucking awesome.
Right, we've got our answers, so let's go through them. By the way, do you want to put this all back on the big screen now, Stevie?
Did I not?
No, thank you very much.
Not for
Right. Question 1. So, which 2017 game was so aggressively pay to win that its loot box system triggered government investigations? Elite game gaping?
I just felt this about this game around about then, so I'm saying Apex Legends.
Apex Legends. Whiners?
Star Wars Battlefront.
And Dupe Troop?
We also went with Star Wars
Yeah.
Battlefront.
Though I could see where you got Apex from.
I will give it to you because it's Battlefront 2.
Oh, really?
But it's close enough
Yeah,
that I'll
you're
let
right.
you have it.
You're going to give it to us too?
Awesome.
You're a little bit further out by about 200
You're
miles.
this close.
So I can't really give it to you for that one.
A little further afield.
Ever so slightly further afield.
That Reddit comment just blew up in the most negative way. Like it's
It absolutely, it just really fucked everything over.
Really?
Right, question number 2. Which major publisher sparked outrage for macro transactions? Goof Troop.
You got this one, Augie.
We thought Borderlands 4 Gearbox.
Yeah.
Whiners.
I wasn't sure. I waffled a bit. We thought it might have been Epic, but I put Activision.
And Gapers.
We put Activision Blizzard.
I put Apex Legends.
It'll be one
Well,
of
she put Will she continue the joke? That's the question. The answer is actually Ubisoft.
Okay.
No, not a.
I mean,
What do they make? That's big.
like
Assassin's Creed and all of
Oh
that.
yeah, they do make that.
they like to release uncompleted games.
Yeah, big fans.
Rude.
Right, question number 3. Which board game was banned in several countries due to its depiction of disputed territories? Epic Gaping.
Risk.
Whiners, you've also gone for Risk.
Also Risk.
And Dupe Troop, you also gone for Risk as well.
Yeah,
Points all
good
round. It is Risk.
Yes.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Dupe Troop, we'll start with you. Question 4. Which 2024 live service shooter was shut down just 2 weeks after launch?
I had no idea, so I'd defer to Augie on this.
I don't really know either.
So we put down Valorant.
It's a good guess. Epic Gaping.
Yeah, we also put Valorant.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I put Apex Legends.
Thank you for continuing it. And Whiners.
I know it wasn't Valorant. I heard of it, and I can't be sure this is the name, but I put Concord. It's something like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
How confident are you?
Not at all.
And I have no idea.
Well, you should be, because it's the right answer. It is
Ah!
Yeah, no, I heard about like they put all this money into it and then nobody played it. Like they launched it and it had like I think at most 10,000 concurrent players.
Wow.
And that dropped to 3 figures in less than a month.
Ooh, that's
Wow. Yeah.
And it was a PlayStation exclusive that cost a little bit as well. So
bomb that nobody heard of.
Yeah.
It was probably just some money laundering or something.
Yeah.
It was like an entire game production.
Possible, but
sounds about right.
They put the work
Someone
in.
watched the producers and was like, we can do this with a video game.
I like that.
We'll rent the servers from Rent-A-Center.
Reviews and YouTubers said the game was actually pretty fun. So it's weird that it just it had
See,
bad marketing.
now now that you've just mentioned the producers, all I can think of is springtime for EA.
That's the right company.
Yeah, that's the right company for it.
Yeah,
well, they've got the stormtroopers now.
Right, and the last question. Which game was the first to be played in space after Russian cosmonaut brought it aboard? Epic Gaping?
Apex Legends. It's Tetris.
Tetris.
Whiners?
Apex Legends. No, Tetris.
And Dupe Troop?
You know what, coincidentally, we did put Apex Legends. No. No, we put Tetris as well.
Points all around for Tetris. Congratulations, it is the right answer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, we got one more little bonus round.
Yeah.
I'm going to describe 3 games, but with extremely bad descriptions.
Awesome.
All I want you to do is tell me what the game is. So, game number 1. You're a guy in a green outfit who never speaks, smashes pots in strangers' homes, and solves ancient puzzles because a tree said so. The main girl is always missing, but somehow still sends psychic DMs.
Yeah.
Number 2. Game number 2 is there's no backstory, no dialogue. Just a haunting loop of pills and existential dread. Victory is clearing the board until it isn't, and the whole nightmare resets. And number 3, you're a talking animal in a tiny spaceship screaming through space like it's your first time with a pilot's license. The villain, a giant floating monkey head with deep unresolved issues. They are in the chat for you so you can read them properly.
Okay.
So I'll read through them one more time. You're a guy in a green outfit who never speaks, smashes pots in strangers' homes, and solves ancient puzzles because a tree said so. The main girl is always missing, but somehow still sends psychic DMs. Number 2, there's no backstory and no dialogue, just a haunting loop of pills and existential dread. Victory is clearing the board until it isn't, and the whole nightmare resets. And you're a talking animal in a tiny spaceship screaming through space like it's your first time with a pilot's license. The villain, a giant floating monkey head with deep unresolved issues.
These are fun questions. I like them. I like them a lot.
I tried to give you some decent ones.
Like we haven't invited him back specifically because he's good at this.
Yeah, right.
Now you just invited me back because you had space.
It's his 4th time in, and Stevie's surprised you're so good at this.
don't understand. Why is he so good?
It's got to be because he's British, right? Is that what it is? It's got to be the British.
He's born into it.
Yeah. It's
By the way, I'm not looking for specific games. The franchise will be fine.
Oh,
okay. Well, then ignore the second half of mine.
Don't ignore mine.
Which one?
Number one.
Ignore all of Erin's.
That's fine. Okay, I was just in the GateLeapers answers. That's right, we've got some answers. So I think you've all got the first one. So yes, the first one was you're a guy in a green outfit who never speaks. Altogether, 1, 2, 3.
Zelda.
Zelda is correct. So you've all got a point for that one. Right, number 2. This one I thought might throw you a little bit, but I thought the pills might have been a clue. So there's no backstory, no dialogue, just a haunting loop of pills and existential dread. Victory is clearing the board until it isn't, and the whole nightmare resets. Epic gaping, what did you go for?
We went with Disco Elysium because it kind of sounds similar.
Whiners, what did you go for?
Dr. Mario.
Yep.
And Dupe Troop, what did you go for?
My Daily Life. But then I put Dr. Mario after.
It was very close, but I was looking for Pac-Man.
Erin's head just exploded.
That's a good
You know
one.
what? I only
That's
just
good.
realized that Dr. Mario, you don't clear pills.
No.
You eat them
You
all.
use them to clear the germs.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I was tempted to put Haunting Loop of Waka Waka Waka, but I thought, let's make it a little bit more different.
You could have thrown in some more fruit and
Ghosts.
the ghosts might have been a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghost, one of them would have been a dead giveaway. I want to make it a little bit difficult.
That was good.
Right, and the last one. You are a talking animal in a tiny spaceship screaming through space. Epic gaping.
Donkey Kong in space.
Donkey Kong in space.
You know that one.
baby.
Yeah.
I had to try and let you go first on that one because Whiners, what did you go for?
Star Fox.
And Dupe Troop.
Do a barrel roll. We put Star Fox as well.
We're just too young.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
We're
just too young.
We're just too young and fresh faced.
Yeah.
These are the kids.
Too
man.
young.
I hate you now. Thank you for saying we're just too young.
Not broken down and depleted.
I don't even know what a Star Fox is.
Yeah. Who is she?
You are dead to me in the highest of orders.
The union is broken.
The union is broken.
We did it again.
Mutiny.
We did it again.
And Crunchie is
Right.
back up to Matt.
It all comes down to this. We are finishing the show with our favorite general knowledge round. Yes, it means they can see the light at the end of the tunnel so they can finally run away from this fucking quiz. But for Stevie, this is the final agonizing minutes before the traditional post-show personal time he calls Rub One Out Over the Brit's Voice.
Yep. So hurry the hell up, guys. I got a time problem here.
Right, so your general knowledge round. Question number 1. What is the national animal of Scotland that doesn't actually exist? What is the national animal of Scotland that doesn't actually exist? Right, question number 2. In 2012, Felix Baumgartner fell into the record books for doing what? Felix Baumgartner in 2012 fell into the record books for doing what?
How is this general knowledge?
Because they're general questions.
Oh.
Right, question number 3. Which US state officially declared a snowball fight a legal activity in 2019 after it was technically banned for over a century? Which US state officially declared a snowball fight a legal activity in 2019 after it was technically banned for over a century?
Our answer is as good as any other.
Still a happy answer.
When it's a guess.
Large.
Right, question number 4. Which famous structure was originally intended to be dismantled after 20 years but became a global icon instead?
I do as well.
Which famous structure was originally intended to be dismantled after 20 years but became a global icon instead?
And a great position.
Sorry. That's what she said.
Yes, Big Ben is an excellent position.
Yes. Yes. I read the same things you read. I know what you're talking about.
He's a practicing. Anyway. And question number 5. Dundurn, Saskatchewan set a record in 2023 when 1,163 people all wore what? So Dundurn, Saskatchewan set a record in 2023 with 1,163 people wearing what? I think as dumb as you want for that one.
I don't know, man.
You could do more people with that, though. I think it's got to be something that'd be tougher to.
Want to change?
I love the way you just phrase that. You can do more people with that.
I realized how good it would be out of context.
My mind is so in the gutter. It's finding balloons.
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit at the wall.
All of it sticks.
Uh-huh.
Come on, you got to win it. You got to get them all right to win, Erin.
Oh, Dupe Troop. That's all I can say.
We got one right. Real quick.
Snowballs.
Right. Are we all ready for the final answers?
All right. 1 second.
Yes.
Oh, I got a 1 second.
Not quite.
I am last second changing. my
Okay.
answers.
I'm sorry. If it's wrong, I apologize.
Nope.
I will buy you all.
Okay.
I listen to
drink.
women, damn it.
Didn't work for you the last time, did it?
I know.
That wasn't her fault.
And on that very misogynistic note, let's go for the answers. Right, question number 1. What is the national animal of Scotland that doesn't actually exist? Dupe Troop.
Goofy the golf clubs, because it's Scotland. but then Augie's logic came in. He said a dragon.
And Whiners. What did you go for?
I don't think it's a dragon. I think that's the Welsh animal. But,
I know it's on the Welsh flag, but I still think it's a dragon.
But we went with dragon because I didn't have any other ideas.
And Elite Gaping. What did you go for?
I thought it was a unicorn.
What did you think it was a
unicorn?
I think there's tapestries.
Shit.
Yes, and flags and stuff.
Shit, I think you're
I
right.
think there's tapestries. It might be a dragon, and the unicorn might be a red herring. Or is it a
You're
tapestry?
exactly right. It is a
Jeez.
unicorn.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh.
Well
done.
done.
Damn.
Right, in 2012, Felix Baumgartner fell into the record books for doing what? And the clue was in the word fell. Epic Gaping?
Big old jump from space. He went into space and jumped out.
Ooh, big old space jump.
Whiners?
We put falling from space.
Oh, Jesus.
Brace yourself. Dupe Troop. What did you go for?
We didn't hear the word fell, but he fell into a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah. and won. He won.
Oh, damn.
He must have fallen mouth first.
Yeah. Oh, how else do you fall, Erin? How else do you fall? Seriously.
Typically not mouth first.
Oh, mine's all the time.
Some people could fall butt first.
Yeah. Done that too.
Into a hot dog eating contest?
It still counts.
Let's try and keep this on track, shall we? Yeah, he fell from the edge of space.
Damn.
Yeah.
The fuck
So
was
fair
he
play to
at?
him.
How did he fall? Like he was on what logs that ladders?
Long enough. Right, question 3. Which US state officially declared a snowball fight a legal activity? Epic Gaping?
We put Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Whiners?
I had originally thought Illinois because I was thinking of Chicago, but then I thought about the Boston Massacre, Massachusetts.
Oh, interesting.
Just thoughts.
Dupe Troop?
No, we said Florida.
Yeah, because Florida.
That was my joke answer.
That was our real
That was our real
answer. It's fucking
Oh, don't
Florida.
worry.
You ever been there?
We'll be going into fucking comedy answers in a minute. Don't you worry about those two. The actual answer is Colorado.
What the hell?
Oh.
Wait, in 2019?
2019.
I had a snowball fight in 2018. They're going to deport me.
Oh my God. We
I
can't
don't
release
think
the
it's the
episode.
snowball fight they're going to want to deport you for.
Yeah, I can hear sirens in the background.
Oh no.
God.
We're not the right climate.
Wrong ice.
Don't say that.
Yes, Queen.
Right. Get Matt to send me some little pictures of them so I make them some IDs for conventions.
Right, next question. Which famous structure was originally intended to be dismantled after 20 years? And let's go back to the comedy Dupe Troop.
Oh, that's us. Okay, we went with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man because he was really sick and had to get taken out. But then again, Logic came in and Augie went with the Big Boy. I think it's
Let's get the right answers. Epic Gaping.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh.
And Whiners.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh.
Points and points. No points for the Dupe Troop. And let's go back to the Dupe Troop for the last question. Dundurn, Saskatchewan set a record in 2023 when 1,160 people wore what?
Pants.
Yes, that's simple.
Oh.
8 billion
Solid
people in the
take.
world and 1,160 people wore what? Or pants.
You're out.
Yeah. That was your vibe and they're gone.
Whiners, what did you put?
We had no idea. We put Snuggies.
And Epic Gaping?
Yeah, we didn't know either. We put cheese hats.
Put cheese hats, but I wrote down about 5 seconds ago, after we submitted the answers, I wrote down Santa costumes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that did cross my mind. That makes sense.
But our official answer was cheese hats.
It's cheese hats.
And I stand by it.
New York City has a
That's
big
fine because you're wrong. The answer was 1,163 people set a world record when they all wore inflatable dinosaur costumes.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Like I saw videos.
I believe that. That's great.
Nowhere in my brain would I have gone for that.
No. That's great.
So, the final scores are...
Oh, boy.
In third place is the Dupe Troop. Obviously, with 9.5 points. In second place,
I believe that's an upgrade. From
We
the
almost
last time we did this.
we almost broke a 10.
Almost got 10.
in second place is Elite Gaping with 15 points.
Nice.
Respectable.
Which means the winners are the Whiners with a fantastic
High up. High five.
22 points.
22 points.
Oh, well-deserved win.
Holy crap.
Congratulations.
Speech from the winners.
Yes.
I'd like to thank my friend Erin.
I'd like to thank my friend Kyla.
We are so.
Seriously.
No,
couldn't have done it without you.
I love trivia. Thank you.
Brilliant
Thank you.
job.
Thank
Brilliant job.
Guys, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much
for
for
doing this,
allowing me to
man.
do this madness again.
You did such a good job. You do such a good job every time.
Lovely to meet you guys
So
in
fun.
virtual land.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, gotcha.
Trust me, this is the best place to meet me on the other side of a screen where you can't contract anything, honestly.
Ocean between us.
Right, before I go into the outros, GateLeapers, if for anybody that doesn't know the GateLeapers podcast, just give us a description of what it's all about so people can check you out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we are the GateLeapers. We make fandom game shows and generally have a lot of fun on a podcast feed. That's the main place you can catch us wherever you get your podcasts. You can find us patreon.com/GateLeapers and subscribe for free. And yeah, we play games. We do panel show style things just like this. If you like BFYTW, you'll like GateLeapers. If you like GateLeapers, you like BFYTW. It's a great system.
And I can confirm they are cozy and awesome at the same time. So they are absolutely worth a follow.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm an executive producer, and I will stay because if it isn't one of my favorite things. Thank you for coming. It really meant a lot to me that you guys would come and do
Thank you for inviting us. This was an absolute blast. Thank you, Crunchie. This was incredible.
Yes.
The pleasure's all mine. More than happy to do it again. Maybe another 2 years. Eventually, let's say eventually, shall we?
Eventually, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, it just leaves me to thank Matt and Audrey from the GateLeapers, call me, Aaron and Kyla, hook a brother up, and Augie and Stevie. I told you both, not while she's watching me.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all for listening to this stramash of a show, and thank you, boys, once again for allowing me to steer the great ship BFYTW into what will likely be described as, it's fine, I guess, but it's better without the foreigner.
Oh, wow. No, absolutely not. And while I think about it, Thank you to John Fink. Thank you to Gina Wells.
Yes.
Thank you to Scully.
Tribute to Scully. Thank you so much.
And Matt Orloff.
Yes. He was great too.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Consider the fact I asked him about 2 days ago to be able to do that for me. I pulled it right out of the bag. So,
Oh, yeah.
Double thanks.
Yeah.
Double thanks.
Above and
Massive
beyond.
thanks from everybody.
Don't forget, you can find the show at BFYTW Podcast on most of the socials. You can follow Augie at
Augie Doggy 08.
You can follow Stevie at
Midnight Smoke.
You can follow Erin at
Pantsless Erin.
You can follow the GateLeapers at
GateLeapers Pod.
And if Kyla chooses to let you, you can follow her at
Wave to me when you see me walking down the street in Lockport.
Yeah.
Worth it. Perfect. You can also find the show at bfytwpod.com. And I got it right this time. You can also send the show an email at bfytwpodcast@gmail.com where you can give us your opinions and they may get read out if you're lucky. But please, no dick pics. Stevie's already flooded the inbox with them.
There's a lot.
And don't forget, you can be a beautiful bastard and support this show on Patreon. You can be a free follower and get all the free funny. Or if you are kind enough and generous, you can add in a little bit extra and get a shout out on the show. Like these patrons: Mexican, Justin B, Kristin F, Jeramey F, Flaos, Todd, Jim, Flaos, Bridget from Long Island, David M, David A, Erin, Donna and Colin Maggs, the Gate-Leapers, well done, Kacey S, William M, Crunchie, DJ Xanthus, Crystal D, which also still sounds like a sex toy, and Jeff S. Kyla, am I right that Kacey S is your sister?
She is one of the many redheads in my life.
I see her name on the list, but not yours. That
I
will be
know.
remembered.
I'm unemployed. I'm a housewife. So
So he can pay for it for you.
there you go. There you go.
There's no excuse anymore. Right. That is all for this episode. Thank you all so much for listening. I am away to go to slip into something more uncomfortable. Why?
Yes. Fuck you. That's why. Excellent stuff.
That's why I was staying the fuck out of it.